I've nominated Tracy Wheeler for the Health and Wellbeing Award because back when I started at the Trust in October, we were looking for stories to share about staff's personal health and wellbeing successes, and Tracy got in touch with me. She'd been to her GPs and she'd been diagnosed with high blood pressure, and she'd asked if she could try and reduce this naturally. Tracy decided to start walking as a way to reduce her blood pressure. She took up the walking, which not only had a positive effect on her blood pressure, reducing it, but also had a positive effect on her mental health. She used her story to motivate not only her patients but other staff within the department. We then had a health and wellbeing event for staff at St Catherine's House, and Tracy offered up her services as a podiatrist to come and do a foot advice session for staff. The feedback was brilliant. The staff that attended was really happy with the service provided by Tracy. If we'd have paid for that as a trust, it would have cost us a lot of money. The work Tracy has done has positively benefited the R-Health and Wellbeing team. I'm nominating Tracy Green for the Health and Wellbeing Award because back in May we did a Tour de Rotherham bike challenge. The challenge took place over 2 locations, Swallownest Court and the Woodlands, and I needed some support in the Woodlands. Tracy offered to be that support with a positive can-do attitude, even though she already had a really high workload. Tracy rallied around and managed to get 50 staff members signed up to the challenge. That was enough to fill 2 bikes. Throughout the challenge, Tracy was uploading photos to social media, getting involved, motivating staff, handing out health and wellbeing goodie bags. She even managed to resource a prize for one of the staff members who took part. It was a really good day. The whole event was a success, and I really feel that the reason it was a success was because of Tracy.
I've nominated Rotherham IOP Service because the last 2 years of my life have been horrendous. It started off with a hip operation, a normal run-of-the-mill hip operation, and then ended up with sepsis for the last 2 years. I'm now back on the road to recovery. I haven't got a hip in, so I'm in a wheelchair. My service is absolutely amazing at supporting me. They tell me when to slow down, they tell me when to quicken up, they leave me alone when I ask them to, and they're there for me when I need them. And that's going to continue because they just take care of me, they're just there. And that's all that matters, and it's helped me get as far as I've got. I can't say thank you enough, there's no words.
I've nominated Doncaster Early Intervention Team in Psychosis for the Health and Wellbeing. They're just motivators, enthusiastic, engaging, and just examples over the years are that they've ran 5Ks, 10Ks recently. 2 members of staff have ran marathons, got a bit of competition going on where they challenge each other, healthy competition and raising funds as we go along. But on a personal note, last year when I was diagnosed and treated for breast cancer, they went above and beyond. Examples, usual stuff, seeing me, positive quotes, sending me messages, but from a health and wellbeing point of view, they purchased a wildlife annual pass so that I could go out for walks, so that helped physically and emotionally. They even made a playlist so that I'd got something to listen to during treatment. And I signed up for 10,000 steps for cancer research, and many of my colleagues decided to sign up so that they could walk, do it with me and raise money. And we ended up as a team raising £1,000 just that month on the 10,000 steps. And I just think that this team, they just think it's the norm to support each other health and wellbeing wise, but actually they go above and beyond. And I don't think they realise that the physical, emotional and mental wellbeing support that they provide to a team.
I've nominated Rotherham CAMS because they organised an in-house health and wellbeing event for their own team. All of the staff members got involved in organising the event and had the chance to facilitate sessions for their peers and their colleagues. I've seen a noticeable increase in Rotherham CAMS staff getting involved in health and wellbeing initiatives such as the September Challenge, where 28 staff members got involved and signed up. The team have really worked on their own morale and culture. The managers within the department have really made health and wellbeing a priority. They are leading by example.